So honestly, I mean, what it sounds like they're saying is, it sounds like they're saying that it's basically like 3 movies in one. That they kind of do service to everybody that wanted something from this movie. Basically, everybody that wanted something from this movie, they're gonna get what they want from the movie. Overwhelmingly amazing reviews. The initial reviews are coming out. Again, I don't know anything other than their reviews are bland in general, just so they're basically not telling us what's in the movie.
Here's your white bread review for you. We don't want to piss you off too much initially, so here we're going to actually take a chance to do some fan service for a change.
Exactly.
And see how you like it. But the problem that I have with that is whenever somebody does a review on a movie, it's usually glaring and great and wonderful. I watch the movie, it's terrible. And then vice versa, if they pan the movie, say it's terrible and was uncohesive or whatever, I watch it and it ends up being amazing. So we'll see. Morning. Hi, how you doing?
And welcome back. This is your man Warrior, and this is
Sure Shot.
And we are going to be doing Grand Arena in my Scissorman account, so that'll be exciting. I have not been farming any gear or any characters since I unlocked Darth Revan. I've been focused solely...
Been a little preoccupied there?
Yep, I've been focused solely on saving all my crystals every day to buy gear and farm the gear for Darth Revan. Once I get Darth Revan done, I will then move over to Basti, and then once I'm done with her, I'll go to HK.
Basti of the Fallen variety.
Yeah, Basti of the Fallen variety. So I'm almost to Gear 13. I wanted to be at Gear 13 before the stream, but these guys do not like to drop.
Nope.
They just don't. They don't like to drop. And I need 1,280... 1,280. I need...
It seems like you need that many.
I know. I need 2,800 crystals. I could get that in about 4 days pretty easily, and just buy the 100 in 4 days. And I might buy some of them through my crystal earnings in Arena, but I'm currently just farming is what I'm doing. And so that's actually what I'm going to do is just do my daily farming for them, because it's only 150 crystals to do it daily, so it's actually more efficient if you do it through the 150 crystals a day most of the time.
The easier way in this game is not the pay way, but the patient way. Well, I guess if you're not going to pay, then the easy way is the patient way.
Some days it's actually more inefficient. Some days it's more efficient. It's not a very good drop rate, and so yeah, sometimes just buying them outright is actually cheaper. So it just really depends on your patience level and whether you actually get anything dropped or not. Because like there, we got like 7 for 150 crystals, which honestly isn't terrible. 7 for 150
Anytime you feel like you have to spend crystals for it, it feels like a waste. But you know,
yeah,
you get something out of it instead of getting skunked, then you can't feel too bad.
So today it equaled about the same as if you were to buy. Whoa, he has no saber. He's just swinging around.
Swinging the hilt around.
Yeah,
all right,
swinging the hilt around.
So we got Xavius popping in saying, what's up? Azarius saying hi from Guadalajara. Hey, how's it going? And Jason USMC, got to throw a special shout out to you. He said he stopped watching Home Alone 2 to join this. That is huge.
Oh, man.
A big fan of sequels or just a big fan of Home Alone? Because, I mean, really, the original is kind of where it's at, even though it wasn't a bad movie. Needless to say, those two poor guys, I tell you, concussions and injuries and all that, and they went after him again. I mean, didn't they learn the lesson the first time?
No, you never learn.
Yeah. You don't mess with Culkins, I tell you.
Let's see, what are we going for? Oh, I'm going for 2 characters in Cantina, Arc Trooper and Sith Marauder. Yep, both of them. I always seem to find myself in that situation where I'm going for 2 characters at one time. People always ask, how do you do that?
Yeah.
And basically, you have to find a stopping point for one character, 5, 6, or 7 stars, and then move to the other character. And that's...
It's a lot at your own discretion and discernment, based off of what you hear here.
Yeah. Based off of what you think. Yeah. We got Grand Arena coming up, though. I'm really excited about doing Grand Arena. I want to get a few shards of my Sith Marauder.
Yeah. I wonder if this is a callback to when we were quoting Airplane the other day. Everybody saying good luck. Good luck. We're all counting on you.
Yeah,
even Andrew's in to say good luck.
We're all counting on you.
And that's no joke. Don't call me Shirley.
My name isn't Shirley.
Certainly isn't Shirley.
I have been going for speed mods. I'm trying to infuse more speed mods for Arena. Plus, it's been a while since I've been doing a
Trying to
lot of
stimulate that
slicing.
growth.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of slicing. So I want to keep a lot of my crystals. So we're only gonna do 2 runs today. I'm trying to keep some of my crystals so I can save up some so I can buy some of those cryotechs.
Yeah.
Because I want to cryo me a river.
Because they will always dominate you past that
Cryo
point.
me a river. Oh, oh, wait. I got to do it again.
Speaking of embroiled in controversy, have you heard about Justin Timberlake lately?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, the fact that he's doing, like, someone said he was doing Christian music now or something.
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, that would be awfully ironic, seeing as how he just cheated on Jessica Biel.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Never mind then.
Yeah. Apparently, his co-star, something Wainwright, and him were seen in public holding hands, and at one point she had his hand on his knee. Now, don't get me wrong. That's morally wrong. I consider that cheating, because that's cheating across the board. But when hypocritical Hollywood reporters like to get out there and throw shame and shade and be all like, oh, aghast, holding hands. I'm going, really, guys? These are actors who sleep with people on camera, who cheat on their wives on a regular basis, and yet Hollywood says it's okay. So, I don't know. Double standards, can't keep them all straight.
It's the difference between whether you're getting paid for it or not paid. Voluntary service in private is
whether or not they say
okay.
it's okay or whether or not they catch you.
Yeah, I don't know. If I would have gone Hollywood, I probably would have never gotten married. Cause
You can't. I mean, seriously, why do you think those marriages never last?
hey, honey,
it's
I'm going to
okay.
go do another movie and cheat on you. It's okay, though, because
It's
I'm
only
getting paid
it's
a
just
couple
heavily
million.
making out and lots of dry humping. It's all right, though. There's cameras. Everybody's there to see it. It's completely innocent.
That's a mess. That's a mess. That is a mess.
Flip side, for my hypocrisy, I still watch the movies and pay for tickets sometimes. So, it's all a big circle.
All right, I'm only going to do 1 refresh because today I'm saving some crystals. So we're going to get these guys. All right, what can I get?
Get these good drops on the live stream.
All right. Okay, I think I spent all the energy, done all of my dailies. There might be a quick event before we go into GAC, and then we're going to go into GAC. GAC.
Oh, thanks, Frank Brown. Apparently, watching us on TV makes my beard look even more glorious in UHD.
Ooh! Who wants to see him beardless?
Oh yeah.
Who wants to see him
We had a
beardless?
viewer last week that specifically paid to see me or to have me shave my beard.
Yeah.
I said absolutely not. So compromise was it's happened before. I have been without beard, so I do have a picture for that. So
And he paid so you could get the Hyperdrive bundle on your account last week, so we could
lots of awesome
see.
guys paid for that Hyperdrive bundle last week, which was awesome. It's still helping me out right now. So again, guys, thank you.
So for anyone that wants to see what's in that Hyperdrive bundle, you can go back to the end of my live stream last week, the last 20 minutes, and you can see what's in that Hyperdrive bundle. It's pretty awesome.
I want to see it in real time as the excitement's fresh. See a couple guys dominating their 3 versus 3 Grand Arena. Good job, guys. Well done.
Yeah, my brother's won his, I'm pretty sure. Let's go, Nightmare. He's funny. All I can say is everybody says the movie's awesome from every side. I haven't seen a bad review yet for the initial reviews. The left, the right, the top, the bottom, the straight, the gay, the male, the female. Basically, everybody that has seen it, initial reviews are out. They say that it is packed, chock full. The only reviews I've seen that were kind of like boo was an individual that said it was like 3 movies in one, and that was the only negative review I read. Like
we didn't get enough slow-mo panning shots and people
they basically
walking and
packed
nothing happening.
Yeah, they basically packed enough in to kind of close chapters, build a new story, and then close that story. So he was complaining it was a little long, and there was a little almost too much pandering to Star Wars fans. Which, for the record, if there's pandering to Star Wars fans, I'll take it.
At this point, it would be great. Yeah, I don't care how exactly you finish off certain stories, but if you at least acknowledge them for a change, that's stellar.
I'll take it.
I'll take whatever. sorry, Disney, but you've worn me down on Star Wars that bad, and that's unfortunate.
Okay. I think we're ready for GAC. I'm going to go buy some stuff
Apparently,
real
a few
quick.
people have seen a plethora of bad reviews, so I guess they're not exempt there. But again, I think that's kind of a good meter. You know, if universally the critics love it, it's probably not going to be something that's just like, oh my god, amazing. And vice versa, if they hate it, it's probably something pretty special. I don't know why they always go opposite world on that.
The reviews I read, though, were coming from kind of a full spectrum, so I'm pretty optimistic. I'm pretty hopeful.
I'm trying to remain optimistic. I'm not
Yeah.
completely naysaying it by any means. I'm just really trying to go in neutral. We'll see what happens.
I like to hear, though, that they were pandering to Star Wars fans. That makes me very, as a Star Wars fan, that makes me very happy. By the way,
Makes
someone
me happy
said,
inside.
I never see stun guns in the Shard store anymore. I see them there all the time. I'm sorry to anyone who doesn't get them.
Hit and miss, but they're also in the guild store as well. And they're there pretty regularly if you have that sitting around, even though you got two different types of guild currency there now.
The guild store?
Not guild store, whatever the
In here?
other gold one. No,
Because they do pop up in here.
they do pop up in here. Well, no, I've never seen them in there actually. What's the other one I'm thinking of?
I think I've seen
Where the
it in
store
here.
you
I
buy
don't know.
you buy Hermit Yoda and the ships and all that. out of.
Oh, no. You do not want to do that in here.
The guild event store, yes. The event store, the Mark V stun gun pieces are almost always in here.
The currency in here is exclusive for characters. Mm-hmm. You should not.
Until you don't have the characters
You
anymore,
should
and then you can
not.
get that gear.
You should not. Don't spend
Before they
that.
put the new characters in there and the new ships, there was a brief period of time where I already had my Wampa, I already had my Hermit Yoda, and I could actually buy gear in there. It was glorious.
Okay, so in my favorites, I'm working on my Revan team. It's not anywhere close, not even close to arena ready. It's got to be relicked out for arena for me. So it's going to
that's
be,
true,
yeah, it's going to
Got
be
the relics
weeks.
in there now, can't discount them.
Yeah, it's going to be weeks because I got to focus on one character at a time, and I don't have, although I don't really need Malik to compete in arena, but Revan, HK, then Basti. I'll have to bring Thrawn back out and make him super lightning fast. Still working on my Night Sisters, Zombie and Talzin. I'm just looking at like gear 10 and 7 stars. Shock T is going to get my next Zeta. Her leadership is going to get my next Zeta. And working on the clones, as you can see. And then I'm still working on Scion and Nihilus. I'm not worried about their gear. Honestly, I'm not trying to put any gear on them right now. I don't care about their gear. I will eventually, but I'm just more...
They're the back burner characters right now.
Yeah, I'm keeping them in there just to remind myself that I want to farm them to 7 stars. And then
You need to do
Rex...
that with certain characters because they fall so far in the back lineup there that you don't go back and think about them unless they're right there in your favorites.
Right. Rex, Echo, Arc Trooper, of course, for clones, and then Sith Marauder for the Sith team, because currently...
That dual lightsaber throw.
Yeah, because 4 of those 5 are going to be in my arena team, potentially, eventually. And potentially, I'll use the clones. I mean, whichever team I can get to, relics first, because honestly, clones beat Darth Revan as well. So just developing those 2 teams out. All right. Well, it's time to go into Grand Arena. Grand Arena is going to be tough. Let's talk through this.
Let's talk it out.
Yeah.
Let's breathe.
First
gotta
off,
throw a shout out to Fire Fiend here. Said, hey to Warrior and Sure Shot. Good morning, guys. Gotta pop in even though I'm at work. Best content on YouTube right here.
I wouldn't say that, but I definitely say we have fun.
Yeah.
Thank you, Fire Fiend.
I appreciate it either way. And the Curse of Ghost Island. I'm not going to get into what I was talking about here, but you are my spirit animal.
Yeah.
I agree.
Okay, so Underdog, there's 2 of them. There's the Know Thy Enemy, which is Undersized Squad, and then there's the Underdog, which is just 1 time, but it's Undersized Squads. Now, this is 3v3, so Undersized Squads on 3v3 means you got to have 1 or 2 characters go against 3. Yeah, so that's difficult, but not impossible.
So you sit there hoping for everybody to put up a Phoenix Squad so you can throw Wampa in there.
Yep. Then there's the Brotherhood of the Traveling Jacket. That's just for this picture, basically. And a little... Yeah.
It is so the traveling jacket.
Yep. And so there's that. There's Going Strong, which is Grand Arena battles on your first attempt. Fleet Arena, which is cool. Fleet Arena is pretty easy. Plus, you get this, which I've already earned that. That's the same one you can earn in the past. And then clearing Grand Arena territories. That's the rolling one throughout the entire period. And then same thing with Undersized, the rolling one throughout the entire thing. Now, let me tell you, on my main account, I had to set, we're not talking ships yet, just character sets. I had to set 11 teams. A 4, a 3, and a 4. So 4, 4, and 3 is 11. 11 teams. That's a 6.7 million GP team. 6.7 million GP, and I set 11 teams. So I'm a 2.7. I am 4 million GP less. So I probably need to set half as many teams, right? I probably only had to set like 6 teams, right?
Well, you would think. Logic would dictate. Logic age science.
No, they had me set 9, nearly as many teams. That's 9 leaders, 9 attackers, 9 tanks. Specifically, leaders were harsh because you need leaders on offense to get any kind of synergy going for wins.
Yep.
So my problem is with my teams on defense, I was able to scrounge about some kind of mediocre defense and some decent defense with some leaders and
Scrape a
stuff.
little from there, a little here,
Yep.
I guess.
But I have about 24 characters that are, I would call Gear 11, Gear 10, Gear 11 or above, that I would call sort of worthy for battle. And that equates to 8 teams. But I gotta beat 9 teams. So I have to A, not lose, and B, I have to do undersized squads. Okay?
What?
So I have to do undersized squads or I won't have enough teams.
You don't do undersized squads every time? Weird.
So I have to do undersized squads, and I cannot lose on that. That's just where they Capital Games has placed everybody in my ranking in my division, in Division 4. If you're in Division 4, and some other divisions are like this as well, you just got screwed. You got to place a ton of teams, even though you don't have a ton of teams. And so the only good news for me is everybody else is in this situation.
Yeah.
So it's not just me, it's everybody else. And so
You're all scrambling to make something happen.
Yep, they are all doing the same thing that I'm doing, which is trying to figure out how to get through that many teams. Now, Proshik, who I'm going against, has a really solid roster, and he's using some Jedi, of course, in Arena. And when we look at his inventory, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. Yep. 6 rows of Gear 12. What's that? 6 times 6 is 36. So he's got 36 Gear 12. I have 12. Gear 12 or above. And then he has he has about 3 rows of Gear 11, and I have about 3 rows of Gear 11. So he's got roughly about 3 times the number of Gear 12 as me, but that's okay. I think I can win.
It's okay, because it just goes to show you that making your way in the world today takes everything you got.
Ranger says I'm a poopy head. That actually sounds like Ranger.
Oh, okay then.
Because Ranger's a poopy head.
Ranger.
Yeah.
Ranger.
He's got some really good characters. I mean, he's got, Relic Han, Relic Yoda, Relic Revan, Bosk, Double Zeta, C-3PO, Commander. He's got Rey. So he's got a Rey team. Basties. He's got a Jedi team. He's got a Luke team. He's got an Emperor team. He's got a Padme team for Galactic Republic with Ahsoka and Jedi Knight Anakin,
yeah.
and their Zetas.
Those are 2 key points
Yep,
right
he's
there.
got Thrawn Gear 12. He's got, the Geos. Man, I tell you what, the Geos are crazy. So, man, that's super difficult. I am willing to bet money there's Geos in the back, and that's going to be difficult.
Barrett Clements has a good point here, asking if we can please ask everyone to keep spoilers out of chat. I do agree,
Yep.
That's a good idea across the board, although, do we have a lot of spoilers for Rise of Skywalker yet? I mean, I guess when it comes to anything else, watch yourselves, but...
So, we are going to try this out as best we can, you guys. What we're going to do is, and he has about the same amount of GP as me. He's 100,000 GP higher, which is, I've got a little bit more ship GP than him. He's got a little bit more character GP than me, but all in all, we're pretty evenly matched. I mean, he's got more Gear 12. I've got,
Hopefully a better smattering of other characters.
I think it's my Zetas on my Gear 11s that push them to be equal to
Right.
the Gear 12.
Well, in some situations, it's almost like an extra gear level to throw a Zeta on a leader.
Yep. Now, he cleared the bottom. Let's show you what I had on defense. I had a first order team, Gear 11-ish, Gear 10-ish, and Gear 10-ish, 11-ish Ewok team. I had the leaders Zeta'd, of course, and it's just kind of, these are filler defense, if you will. Right?
Just there because, need to be a placeholder.
Yep. And then in the back, there's 4 teams that you have to set. That's, for the record, the same as my main account.
Yeah. Well, for my Sure Shot account, it's the front is 3, 3, and then the rear is 4, then the ships.
Yep. And so one of the teams I set was Darth Vader with the dots, and then Wampa with the dots synergy, and Canderous with the dot synergy. And Canderous does some decent damage, and he shoots 3 times if they have protection. Yeah. Wampa, just ramps up damage with the dots, and Darth Vader at the lead with the dots. So that's just a dot synergy team is what I went with. There's just 3 attackers. There's no tanks or anything like that. So probably was pretty easy to go through.
Wampa's B-slap can just be enough,
Yeah, this is a filler rebel team. We've got Akbar as the leader, an attacker, and a tank in Old Ben. And then I went with a clones team. I just barely started working on clones. I did Ahsoka, and then I put in Echo and Fives.
Shock T.
Yeah, the Shock T. What'd I say?
Ahsoka.
Oh, Shock T. You're right, Shock T.
Twi'leks, they all look the same. Wait.
Yeah. Okay.
It was a nice comment up here from Frank Brown I thought was interesting. Something I hadn't thought about before, but he was curious if you could make a viable team in Arena that used both Revens.
Zach asks, is my eye fully healed? So...
Still there.
Yep, it's fully healed. Okay, so anyway, back to Shock T. Shock T and I have Echo and Fives, and they're at Gear 9 each, and then Shock T's 5-star Gear 8. This is not a good defensive team, but I mean, what am I supposed to do? I don't even have a... I had enough good teams to do about 6 on offense, 6 on defense. That's it. Six or so. 6 or 7 if I'm lucky. Had they put 7 and 7, I could have probably done this healthily. It's going to be very unhealthy. And we're going to have to make some really terrible decisions today. And then, of course, I did Kira, L3, and Nest. I think that's a really good combination. And, yeah. So, anyway, that was the back. He cleared that. Now, my only saving grace is he wasn't able to get to ships, so he can't kill ships. And on this one up here, he went in and he killed my Darth Revan, which is probably one of my tougher teams, obviously, because Darth Revan's pretty good.
Biggest letdown to that one. Hey, how did I do? Oh.
Well, it's only Gear 11, and he probably took in a really overpowered team to beat it. And then I have a Relic Tier 5, Bosk, and...
That's hefty.
Yeah, and he beat that first shot, but he didn't have any more juice in the tank, which I probably won't either. And obviously he went twice in against this team, which was my Old Republic team, and it looks like he's done. After 2 attempts. It's totally
because less in the tank.
Yeah, you can look. The protection has been touched, so you know that there's going to be some turn meter on there. So he's in trouble. I don't think he's going to get any more on this. So what's up, Dylar Twi'leks Tactics? What's happening, my brother? So this is the situation. This is my strategy. We're gonna leave alone the top for now. I want to get a really, really clean sweep on the bottom, and I might just be able, with the really clean sweep on the bottom, get close to his score, and then we can cherry pick on the top what we think we can clear.
And you'll both see what you have left.
Keeping in mind, I need to try to remember that I have to kill the top teams potentially, so we want to try to be mindful of what is up there. So there are 3 squads up here. There's a First Order and a Bounty Hunters. Those are both solid defensive teams that have stuns, and they're tanky. And once they get going, This one gets turn meter train going and damage going for First Order, and for bounty hunters, once they get their payout, it just gets kind of crazy. I don't have Jedi Training Ray, and that's kind of one of the counters for these two teams. So there's that. And then Emperor Palpatine may seem like a silly thing, but they're all Gear 12. I'm probably going to be using a Gear 11 counter, more than likely, because that's mostly what I have. And there's Zetas. And then, of course, there's speed with that lead. So all the debuffs. And there's 3 debuffers. So that team, while it seems kind of like no big deal, is probably the most
AOE
scary.
Crazy.
It's probably the most scary of those 3 teams, honestly. So we got to remember that I got to kill probably at least 2 of these teams. And so let's go ahead and go into here. So first off, the Rebel team, I'm pretty sure that I can go undersized on that pretty easily and kill that undersized. My question to my viewers, and I'd like their opinion, is do you think that I could take in a Jedi Knight Revan, or I'm sorry, not a Jedi Knight Revan, my Jedi Knight Anakin, all by his lonesome against Padme? Against Padme. This is the deal. My Anakin's faster. He's going to do his AoE blast, and it should be enough damage to kill Padme and Ahsoka. And then
First try, first hit?
First, he'll go first, because I already checked
Oh, that's
speeds.
right. You got him relic too, don't you?
Yep, he's faster than all 3 of them. And he's going to I'll do my AoE blast. That should be enough damage to kill those 2. And then it will be Anakin versus Anakin. And mano a mano, I should be able to, with a Relic 7, beat a Gear 12.
On paper, this works. Mr. Julian, ballsy. Yeah.
Yeah, what if it doesn't get the kill? Then I'm dead. Because if they survive, if either one of those other 2 survive that blow, that hit, they'll get a stun. She will stun my character, and it'll go crazy. They'll get bonus protection up, and it will be over. So,
risky move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him.
So, I don't know, but this is the reason why I'm thinking this. I'm not trying to be arrogant. I'm talking through this with you guys because I need to save.
Man seeks counsel. We've become a council.
Yeah, I need to save characters because I can't go in 3 versus 3. I just don't have enough characters, and I do have a couple key relict characters that I should be able to take in a couple of characters. I mean, I know I could take in Anakin versus the top team, and just a one-shot blast, and the whole team will just disappear.
And they topple.
Yeah, yeah. So this is the other idea. Save Anakin.
Okay.
Because I could use him against like the bugs, potentially, if they have a bug team in the back.
DPS, yeah.
Yep, and he's also, I saved my Padme, so I could use him with Padme. Using Revan with Yoda.
Oh, that should be a
Revan can revive at least one time. So if I lose somebody to Anakin, I can revive. And both are relict, so they're more durable than this team.
It'll be one shot in Padme and Ahsoka.
What I would do is I would mark Anakin and I would just kill him with those 2. I would just whack him until he's dead. And then I would go after Padme, and then I'd go after Ahsoka.
That's definitely the safer bet, because I definitely feel like that one would be an easy walkthrough, whereas I'm kind of curious about the Anakin only.
I know. See, that's the thing.
Branko's saying that insurance person in there.
Well, someone's saying that that's a bit much. If I take in 2 relic characters versus this non-relic team, that's too much. And I kind of that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like taking in Revan against this team is too much. But I beat Padme in Arena all the time with Revan, and the mark would allow me to go for whoever I want.
Someone said Palpatine and Thrawn, but you've already got Palpatine on defense, don't you?
No, I don't think so. But my Palpatine is not that good. So.
Oh, that's right. That was his Palpatine we were looking at.
Yeah. And I don't have Nest. I know Blackbird says it should be enough, and that's what I'm thinking it should be. But if it goes south, man, I mean, I can't lose. That's the problem. I cannot lose a battle. I can't turn meter prime any of these teams.
A few people changing their tune, like, oh, wait, he's relic? Okay, never mind. It should be okay. Go with your instinct. Use the Force.
Well, my instinct says be conservative and do the win, and I believe that Revan and Yoda can do it.
I think that would be an easier one, yeah.
And it leaves my Anakin to one-shot another team.
True.
And that's
like
3,
you're saying, you could one-shot Akbar
and
there.
that's 3 characters that'll take out 2 teams. And I'll get 2 undersized and 2 wins on the first attempt.
Yeah. That's a long-term strategy there. Win the war, not just
the problem is I don't know if I want to use Jedi Knight Revan on Padme, but Padme is one of his better teams on defense.
With that Anakin, yeah.
Yeah, well, with all the look at this, 4 Zetas. It's 4 Zetas and it's the right team. I really think I need to use Revan and Yoda. I really do think I need to use Anakin and Yoda.
That's the one that's got my
Revan
confidence vote, but that's just because I know that for me would be the easier. Like, okay, that one I feel like it actually happened. Whereas the Anakin one is definitely a risky bet. That would be really cool if it paid off. But I'm not the one who takes the big risks, so.
So Chris,
I'm not the one
Chris
to ask for
Toy,
that.
we have not done the beardless pick yet.
Oh, Chris. Oh, hey, yeah, here just for you.
Yep. All right. You know what? Okay. Not a fan.
Couldn't remember his name from the day, but thanks
Not
for
a
showing up and
fan, but I
reminding me.
think that's what we're gonna do because I really need to get to that back slot, and I really feel like I need to overkill a little bit because if for some reason I take an Annie and he doesn't, it's gonna be bad news bears.
I hear this saying a lot: "Follow your gut." And people act as if it's not like a daily thing for me because my gut sticks out further than everything else. So I am following that thing everywhere. So I don't know why I would have to like suddenly change my mind about that.
So Annie's got to go first. Increases cooldowns.
Here it is. Which is better at being one of those Spanish announcers for the soccer teams? I could get everybody hyped up about this, and every time you kill somebody, oh!
Bonus protection out. See, I feel better. I feel better.
I didn't feel the tension in this one, I gotta say. It was...
Yeah, I feel...
It seemed a little bit routine bang-bang play,
I feel better because while it probably feels a bit like overkill, technically 54 is considered a perfect win. And while I took an undersized squad, I should have got 55. I'm okay with 54. I saved a character and I got a guaranteed win. And this was one of his more powerful teams. 4 Zeta deep, Padme and Anakin. So yeah, I knew it would be easy.
So
it was
seeing
overkill
now,
or underkill, and I had to decide whether I wanted to go overkill or underkill.
Seeing that now, would you think that Anakin would have made it?
No.
No? Okay.
No.
Well, see, then there's something from that, peace of mind there.
No, I did actually after having seen how much it took.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Now
he wouldn't have gotten enough turns too, probably.
Now it's a matter of what can I take in undersized to kill this rebels. Let's see what empire I have. Oh. Hi, rebels. I don't want to use Thrawn yet. I think Thrawn's really powerful. So
people wondering what if he needed Revan for the back line, but seeing as how this guy put a lot of his stuff up front, I don't think there's a whole lot in the tank in the back.
But even if he did, I would just go the other way and then clear ships.
Right.
So if I have to see what's back there to decide whether we're going north and south or south and south. Like that's to be determined. Man, my empire looks a bit weak.
I don't know if there's anything in there that actually needs to be hidden or not.
You know what? Let's look at the speeds first. Leader. They get 25 speed and tenacity, and man, he's got really good mods on him.
Got a suggestion for Wampa on the Rebels.
Was it 25 speed I just said? Did I just say 25 speed or 30?
Sorry, I wasn't listening.
Oh my God.
I was reading.
209. Hold on. 25.
Sometimes it is the blind leading the blind here.
25 speed. So 34, 234. Okay, so that's a pretty fast little bastard. Okay, 234. Biggs. You can tell he cares about ships. Come on. Let me see him. Oh my gosh, look at that protection. Lordy. 80,000. And he gets 25, so 90. Puts him at 15, 215. So he's not the fastest character.
Long click.
Yep. And then 40, basically 220. So man, his Admiral Akbar under 240. It was 25 and 9, 34. So 234 is basically where we're at. 234. Let's see. I don't even remember where my Emperor Palpatine is at speed-wise. Let's look. I think I stole some mods off of him. Let's look.
I hate it when I do that and forget to go put them back on.
Come on. Let's see where I'm at. 194. See? Yeah.
Matthew Ford asks, are you ever going to grow the beard out like your boy? Son PS, hope you boys are good. I'm assuming he means, are you ever going to grow your beard out like mine?
No.
No? Really?
Yeah. There's 247.
You'd make a fantastic Santa.
So I could do like an Emperor Palpatine and Thrawn, and it would be a total destruction. But I almost feel like that's too much. I almost feel like that's too much.
Too much for another squad?
2 Gear 11s. I've got the speed on this, and what I would do is I would fracture.
So you got that control at that fracture.
Well, I would fracture Biggs because he's the one that does the most damage, and it's going to be the hardest to kill. And then I would throw up the stun, which, man, my potency on Emperor Palpatine is huge.
And under all the right circumstances, that turd can regenerate protection a lot. So
yeah. So if I needed to, let's see, where's my potency at? 93%. We're getting the stun.
it's gonna happen.
Yeah. I don't really want to use Thrawn yet, though, and I don't want to use Thrawn against this guy. Let's just look and see what character could we just take in? What single character? I don't think I have a single character.
We got some people saying either Wampa's a single character, and then, of course, your Annie is a single character. But
Wampa was on defense, remember, in the DOT team. It was Darth Vader.
Oh, on your top team, that's right.
Yep. Darth Vader, Wampa, and Canderous Ordo. And then my Annie, he's so powerful, he'd be extreme overkill for this team. I'd almost want to take him into like a Gear 11, Gear 12 situation of characters that are better, like First Order or something, you know.
Nightmare is saying Vader, Canderous, and Gamorrean Guard.
Yep, I've done that. I have a video on that, I believe. Bastila and Ezra. Basti.
Plenty of bonus protection.
Yeah, Basti is. I'm definitely going to do a Bastila lead, and probably Ezra. I thought about that. Do I think that's enough though against these two? I don't. Okay, I'm going to go against my hunch because these are rebels and the anti-rebel is Empire. I don't really want to use Thrawn, but I'm going to do it. 2 bugs. Yeah, they're single target. Bugs could do it.
1 victory.
However, bugs can kill way above their weight. I'd really like to save bugs for a tough team like up north. I've got First Order, and I've got the bounty hunters.
Oh.
Okay, let's just do it.
It can be pesky.
I know. All right, you guys. I ask for help, and then I just go and do it myself on my own way. I just don't listen, do I? All right, let's do this.
You took everybody's opinion at heart, and then you said, okay, cool. Now I know what I don't want to do.
I should have swapped turns, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and swap. We'll give turn meter back. We're going to go ahead and shock. Oh, let's get them shock up. Okay, we're going to be fine.
Oh, good. All 3 of them.
Yep. I just got to get protection. I got to get protection back. I got to do a flippy flop. Here we go.
Give him a little protection.
Yeah, I'm going to lose some points on protection loss.
Good. Stun again.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get the flip-flop one more time. I played that one horribly, by the way. So the first thing I should have done
horribly, but
was
still worked
swap
out
turn with Emperor Palpatine, who does the stun. They all three get stunned, and then from there, I just leave them in stun lock. I lose no protection. I get the extra point.
Did you fracture anybody on that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
First thing I did was fracture Biggs, because I knew
okay.
that Biggs was going to be able to kill Emperor Palpatine pretty easily, and then it almost happened. I don't know if you saw that. As soon as he came out of fracture, he almost... But I could have fractured him after the stun. So that was just played poorly. I should have passed the turn, stunned everybody. Once everyone was stunned, got a bunch of shocks off, fractured Biggs because of his evasion and his damage. By now, they're going to try and take a turn. I can re-stun because I'll be back to getting my stun. Either way, I'm 1 point shy of perfect. That's fine. I just played that horribly. But let's see what they have in the back. This is going to change everything. We may go north. We may go north.
Real quick, Sniper Duck was asking, and I think this is in regards
Bugs.
to territory battle. What ships helped you clear stage 5 as the battles are just ridiculous with insane turn meter? I wouldn't know. I haven't won a battle on the new territory. Well, no, I did win one battle on new territory.
Geos. I had my Geos leveled up really high. Oh my gosh, 4 teams back here, and of the 4 teams, 3 of them are fillers. The Ewoks, and the Phoenix are fine, but there are... Well, the bugs are a filler bug team. So it's Poggle.
Geonosian Soldier, probably.
Yeah. Poggle.
And Asajj.
Geo Soldier and Asajj. And Asajj is, I mean, you can't underestimate teams like this, though, because these are teams that are...
You want to leave his GBA and Spy for offense, for
Yeah.
sure.
Teams like this bottom team, though, it's like 45,000. I think I could take something like, let's go Emperor, let's go ITs. Let's go something like that. I mean, my team is under geared, so my team is kind of crappy comparatively, but I should have the durability, viability on this.
Just as long as range is clicking his heels good there.
Well, so Logray will be our first. Stark just gets it going. We're going to ability block Logray. We're going to put protection up, call assists, and
got it now.
Scout. Let's go ahead and stagger. Hold on. Let's get some protection.
It's all about just maintaining all the protection at this point. Not so much he's not going to win.
So my Stark isn't very fast, but I knew my Stark was faster than most people's secondary Ewoks.
Oh.
I mean, I got like I think 90 speed on him.
Yeah.
It's not very good, but for this, I knew it was going to be pretty easy. So I knew that was going to be an easy, just like walk over.
Walk over and walk right through.
Yep.
Jacob Hop says, "What's up, guys? Get that full clear. 3 versus 3 is a bunch of tough decisions." Indeed
It really is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Lots of cold, cool calculating going into this.
Yeah, and I'm trying to use my crappiest options for these because I want to leave my best up top. This bottom team is Gear 12, and Poggle and GS isn't... I mean, they're not that amazing, but it's really hard to decide.
Because you need GBA in order for them to actually do any mass attack or assist or anything like that, right? So they're all going to be, going single turns each.
Yeah, but...
Which Poggle is not very impressive in that regard.
Yeah, but he's got Separatist allies have offense up 30%, which means that Geo Soldier is going to hit harder, and so is Asajj. Yep. And then Droid allies, which aren't in here, recover health when they attack out of turn or target locked enemies. So that's dumb. But he's got his unique, which he's not going to share the hive mind because he doesn't have his leader. So that's good. He just has he gets his own hive mind. Okay, so down here, I think the best team currently is actually going to be Wicket, Poplu, and Chirpa.
The chiefiest of Chirpas.
Yep, and so down here, I think, let's do, why don't we do Night Sisters on... let's do Night Sisters on against these guys and the Rebels. And the reason is there's no AoE. Because if you look, there's AoE with Wicket. He can do some damage and kill my Night Sisters through AoE.
Yeah.
And Asajj has got an AoE. And I don't want to lose my Night Sisters to AoE. Listen, my Night Sisters are Gear 9.
Gear 9 Asajj AoE isn't going to be too powerful, though.
But I got Gear 9 characters with like 15,000 health.
Okay.
So, but I want to be able to use them to kill something. And up north is a bunch of Gear 12 characters. So I've got to use my Night Sisters here.
Yep.
Okay?
Gotta save something worthwhile in the tank for the upper.
Yeah, Sabine has an AoE, that's right. Dang it, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
She's Gear 11. So then let's use Night Sisters against... Let's use Night Sisters against these guys and see if we can't stun lock them. I don't know. Gear 12 might have tenacity high enough to block it. What do you guys think? Let's ask the team.
Trollmaster, to half answer your question.
Let's show you my Night
How close are
Sisters.
you to unlocking GBA? That's the main question there, because I wouldn't go Palpatine lead. Ebb and Flow is nice for Thrawn, but not very viable as a leader these days. And General Hux is pretty awesome now in First Order, but... GBA overall might be your better option if you're close to unlocking him for throwing a Zeta there.
Okay, let me show you my Night Sisters. Zombie, Talzin, Ventress, Daka, Spirit. And Daka needs to be on there for the oh crap and the revive and the stun. Asajj has to be there for the leadership, and Zombie has to be there for the revive.
Yeah.
So I need Asajj, Zombie, and Daka.
And to reiterate, guys, he doesn't have Nest, and he's already used Wampa on defense.
Or I could go Asajj, Zombie, and Spirit, because I still get 2 revives from Zombie.
Oh, yeah.
And I could use Spirit, because Spirit does have a stun, and Spirit has more damage. But at Gear 9, I don't know if Spirit's going to have enough damage to do what I need it to do.
And she dispels on her stun, too, right? So that would probably be helpful as well if you had a Taunter in there. Oh, there's no Taunter in there, actually, so I'm going to go into the Bugs and Asajj.
Okay, you guys have seen my Night Sisters. They're Gear 9. Got one at Gear 10. Grab this. Come on. I want Barasafi unlock. I'm not getting it, but I've been wanting this since the beginning. I got it on my main account like 3 times now.
Oh, through the Bronziums?
Yeah, but I have not gotten it on this account yet.
Biggs was my Bronzium character. They unlocked him quick through there.
Oh, wait. I got a...
Oh, yeah, him and Ewok Scout.
Got a feat. Let's claim that one. Yay. Okay. All right. Okay, so I really feel like Night Sisters can punch above their weight. So I feel like I can take out any of these 3 teams with Night Sisters, to be honest. And I really feel like... The hardest one to beat is going to be Ewoks because of the turn meter gain. They're going to start to go, throw
Turn
AoE,
meter,
throw
get
AoE,
5,000
throw
cuts,
AoE,
yeah.
go, and I'm going to be stuck trying to get behind that taunt or get out of that taunt. So I really want to use Night Sisters against either the Rebels or, which they have a heal. No, they don't. They don't have the heal because they're missing both. Yeah, they're missing Chopper and Zeb. So, so I don't know. Either one, either the bottom 2. Which do you guys think? It says do the bottom team. The easiest team's Phoenix. I agree. So I think maybe we should take out the Bugs. Do the bottom team. The easiest team's Phoenix. Kanan can heal on debuff. That's true. So we want to do the Bugs probably. Let's do the bottom team.
Yeah.
Let's do the bottom team. That's a tough team. Let's go Night Sisters. And
Pulling out his can of Raid, y'all.
yeah, and let's go my leader, my healer. She can stun lock, and my tank. This is what I'm thinking. Gear 10, 10, and 10. 3 gear 10s.
You're relying for all your damage output on Asajj.
And I've got 2 stunners.
True.
And my damage is gonna come from hopefully target locking them. Night Sisters can time out against Phoenix. That's not good.
Yeah. Oh, we got one guy saying.
Oh, the screeching is back. Someone said the screeching is back.
Is it there for everybody?
Yeah. Is the audio good for everyone or just the one person?
Sorry to the one person, but I'm not getting any other.
Anybody else having an issue with audio? Someone said they have an issue with audio.
If we're screeching in your ear, let us know.
No, it's good. No screeching here. Okay, so it's just the
good.
one person. So whoever.
Sorry.
So I know someone said I should go with my Mother Talzin lead, but she's not Zated, and she's only a 5-star Gear 9. This wouldn't work well at all. And then of course Talia is not really ready yet, and my Spirit is okay, but and she's a damage dealer, but I really want old Daka for the revive capability.
That comment delay is hilarious sometimes.
All right.
Ask a question. Oh, nobody's answering. A minute later.
Stun lock, stun lock, stun lock, stun lock. This is what we need.
Huh? And huh.
Okay, defense down.
That's good.
Yep. We're going to put, let's see, tenacity down on soldier.
The screeching from Night Sisters?
Oh, got a heal.
That's just from Zombie.
Stun. Yeah, go ahead and go after him. Let's go ahead and take the offense up off.
You could almost call her Zombie
Stun lock.
Velociraptor.
Yes.
Look.
Stun lock. Bam, heal. And then let's come over here.
That heal bam.
Stun lock. And let's put tenacity down on Poggle. And let's stun you. And let's do an AoE. Yeah.
All right, guys, watch this for a second. I'm gonna try something here real quick. Get a few people talking about the screech. All right. How does that tickle your eardrums?
Everybody needs to reset.
Does it tickle your ears? Ouch.
Everyone's saying ouch. Now the audio's being wild. Okay, so I obviously lose a point because of protection. We all knew that, but this worked out like a charm against Gear 12. Gear 10 versus Gear 12.
Maybe a better warning next time. Well, I was trying to preemptively stop the screeching from happening once I saw a couple comments pop up, and that's usually what helps it, but I guess I caused it this time, so I'd rather cause it than have it just sneak up on us, you know?
All right. Ewoks and Rebels. Ewoks and Phoenix. Ewoks and Phoenix. Let's look at what I have. So Bastila lead isn't a bad idea, but that might be overkill. I'm trying to save, so I'm thinking out loud here, you guys. I'm trying to save Padme, Bugs, and Bastila, Padme, Bastila, and Bugs, and CLS. Those 4 for up top. I only need 3, but I want to have more than enough.
Right.
So let's pretend I don't have my Jedi.
Go in over-prepared because you can.
Yeah, let's pretend I don't have my Padme team. Come on. Hello. Let's pretend, but I do have Traya. And I could probably do a subpar Rebel team.
Sub-Rebels.
I do have my Bugs. I don't need to use, I could do Bugs. And then I have my own, I do have my own, but then see, it falls off really quick. It goes into like Gear 9. So that's it, you guys. Really all I have is Bugs, Rebels, Padme, and Jedi. I only have 3 teams, and we have 5 teams to kill out of those 3 teams. So, what I need to do is probably take CLS by himself against one team, and then take Han and Chewie against another team. So use one team, the Rebels, against those two teams in the back. So I think CLS would do best.
On Phoenix?
And actually, we could do CLS and R2D2.
Oh, there you go.
CLS and R2D2.
R2D2 will give them a little more durability.
Yeah, CLS and R2D2. Well, stuns and then the turn meter freezing. We could do CLS and R2D2 against the Ewoks, because the Ewoks, I could ignore taunt with CLS, and I could prevent the turn meter with the burn. And then I could take in Han and Chewie against, because of the damage output.
Against the Phoenix,
I would just,
that should be a walkthrough.
yeah, that's a walkthrough. So what do you guys think? I got someone saying CLS on Phoenix. I actually think CLS against the Ewoks, because then he can target whoever, and I don't have to worry about Poplu. I could CLS solo. My issue is if he happens to get, let's see, there's a potential for that against CLS. Yeah.
Do they have any?
Yeah, I'm gonna do two. I'm gonna do 2 versus 3, 2 versus 3. These are all Gear 11 characters, and I haven't even looked at modding.
If you have the characters, it's a safer bet. Possibly more protection on the other end.
Yep.
Extra points.
Let's just do 2 versus 3. Let's be conservative. I know I'm gonna win, so let's not get silly and try and do overt, arrogant moves.
We already talked about the silliness with the possibility of Anakin going against a full team by himself.
This is the problem. It's overkill or underkill.
Yeah.
It's either really close or too much.
Ewoks can catch you off guard. That is true. They're speedy little devils when they get warmed up.
Yeah, hit him. See all that? Man, the burn did not land.
No, it didn't. Ah,
And he went stealth.
Wicket went stealth. Damn.
This isn't going.
R2.
Yeah, this isn't going too well. I'm glad I chose.
There we go. Come on. Go down, Wicket. Go down. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't choose to go solo. This would have been a bad.
Bad Scoobies.
Man, that would have been real bad. I can't believe the burn didn't land, though. All that bonus turn meter just freebie. I'm not doing very much damage either, by the way.
You're welcome.
What can I say except you're welcome? I'm going,
Now I'm gonna kick your butt.
Yeah, that was a rough battle. My CLS isn't exactly, even at Gear 12, doesn't exactly do too well.
Not as stout as he could be. That's true.
Yeah. 54, I lost 2 points, plus the undersize, so I lost 3 points. That was pretty bad. Yeah, see, my R2D2 sucks, guys. Gear 10, he did not get the burn.
That's right.
The whole point of having him was for burn, and he didn't get burn.
I've had these 2 Gear 12 and all their Zetas for so long, I just automatically assume everybody has them.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, my
Welcome, Nightmare.
I know. Chris said CLS could have done it without that little blank. Yeah.
Probably.
What can I say except CLS could have done it without him. That was a sure close call. Now that song's going to be stuck in their head.
And for that, we say you're welcome.
All right. Well, that one was not fun. Hopefully this one doesn't go south. My Han Solo isn't exactly tough. Do I need to go 2 versus 3? How about I just go 3? I don't need an undersized battle.
Already gotten a couple. One more surefire thing.
And it gives me the exposes. And I'll chew through it faster. And I don't need C-3PO for another team.
Yeah.
Although I do want the undersized. Because I need it for the achievement. All right.
Someone said Clone Wars Chewbacca lead. I mean, you really could, I guess. Just, anything wrong with that, but why?
I'm going to sit them all on timeout.
Going to turn all your tenacity down a little bit. There we go. Sit down. Oh, but you're still taunting. Always there. Oh, man, that was difficult. Woo!
And I got the undersized. That's what I wanted, really, was the undersized. The undersized was the thing I was looking for. C-3PO would have made it unnecessary. All right, so the back is cleared. And I feel like I'm clipping a little more than normal.
All those adjustments of unplugging and plugging in.
I know.
A little more
Okay,
sensitive.
so I do have to clear some of the top because at this point, he's winning by 100 points.
Getting down to the wire.
Okay, so I've got 3 teams, and I think because of my undersized squads, I think I've given myself enough that I should be able to do this. So, okay, so I think I should use the bugs against the First Order, and this is why Spy can hit so hard that he can one-shot a Gear 12 First Order character. And yeah, I really think I should probably use bugs. Plus it's 4 versus 3. So I can kind of hit whoever I want, so I can take out their damage dealer, and then I can kind of ability block them and stuff. So, and then I could use my Padme team versus the Empire, which means all I got to do is survive that kind of initial blast, and then I can put the protection up, which once protection up, I won't have to worry about debuffs.
True.
And then I can just use Anakin for destruction mode. And then I can use, so I would go Bugs versus First Order, Padme Anakin versus Emperor, and then who else did I have? Bastila lead versus,
CLS,
but oh man, Bastila lead would not be, hold on, let's see. So Bugs and Padme, which would leave just Jedi. Bugs. Yeah, the Bastila lead, that's not a really good, there's not a lot of power there. I mean, Ezra, but, I mean, I can't get to Dengar, which would mean I have to chew through, it would almost be better to do Basti versus First Order, just because they're lower, but I don't know if I can do enough, damage output to kill a First Order.
Yeah, because sometimes Unmask can sit there and just take it like a champ.
Yeah, I think I should use my Bastila versus the Empire, because I can survive that, and I think my damage output would be enough.
Those 3 can be squishy.
Yeah, what did he say? Boba execute would hurt against Basti lead. Yeah, for sure. So let's see. I would do Bastila lead versus Empire. So let's do that. Bastila lead.
Let's get them out of the way.
And let's use Jolie in case things go sideways, and Ezra. And I really think I want to use Anakin with Padme and then Bugs. I think I can wind Ezra up to do enough damage. I really do. And if he dies, I've got Jolie Bindo. So let's do this.
If it dies, it dies.
If he dies, he dies.
I must break you.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's wind him up and see what kind of damage he does. Man, just not a lot of damage. Okay, let's call her for an ability block. Oh!
Wind him up! Wind him up!
Let's call him. Whoa, missed. There wasn't even foresight above him. Let's try and... Oh, that works.
Someone seems to think this was complete overkill.
You know, It's 3 versus 3, dude. You just don't know.
What can I say except who cares? No.
Ability block. That's fine. You know what? I just wanted to make sure. By the way, on my main account, I went ahead and had fun and went Ezra to Relic Tier 5. Dude.
Pretty worthwhile.
Dude. I now have to say Ezra is the single most free-to-play friendly character in the entire game. From gearing to access to getting him as early on as you can to once he's relicked, he is a single target Anakin.
Just proves why.
Dude, 120,000 on his basic. Whew. When he hits twice, he goes like 65K, 65K, just no big deal. And then when he spins, he does like 130,000. He's literally like Yoda, and he gives himself extra turn meter and amazing, absolutely amazing Ezra is.
Absolutely amazing, Ezra is.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was good. Yeah, that might have been overkill a little bit, but you know, it's 3 versus 3. What?
Holy cow!
What was that?
Oh,
I'm like, what happened?
Disappeared.
What happened?
Back.
Okay, so we have bounty hunters and we have First Order, and I feel like Padme against First Order. It doesn't really matter because Padme have crazy damage output and the bugs have crazy damage output. But I feel like the bugs would do better against bounty hunters because bounty hunters, it's going to take them some time to wind up and get their payout, and the bugs would have enough time to chop down the tree that is Boba Fett with their 4 characters. And Padme...
No AoEs to worry about stealthing Dengar constantly.
Yeah. So I think... Let's go Geonosians. Geos. Where's my spy? I don't need soldier. I want, yeah, Sunfac for the dispel.
You want a buffalo.
So the only thing that sucks on 3v3 is that you want alpha so you can bring in your tank. You want spy for the damage. And you want FAC so you can dispel a taunt. What does he say? Padme versus bounty hunters don't do bugs. Execute can single shot a bug. That is true, but you'd have to have a lot of... You can ability block them. Although the problem is I don't have Poggle. And I can't bring Poggle in, and he's my ability block, which was what I was just talking about. I can't ability block him. Yeah, I think they're right. I think that's actually a good decision, although it's going to take forever with my bugs against these guys, but yeah, just in case, because I can't bring ability block in. That's the problem. I can bring in dispel, so I can target whoever. I can bring in my tank, I can bring in my damage dealer, but I can't bring in my ability blocker. If I bring in my ability blocker, I have to get rid of my dispeller, and you don't want to do that, or you'll get tied up behind a tank. So Geospy and Sunfac. And it sucks to have 2 tanks, but 2 tanks, 2 attackers, it's enough. Yeah, you got to have Spy for the big hit, and you got to have Alpha, and then you got to have the Dispel, so you can target who you want to target. It's just what you got to do. Yep. All right. It's going to take a minute. I mean, it takes a while.
I think we talked it out appropriately. Now it's just time to execute it.
Yep. All right. Let's go ahead and
pinpoint it, kid.
Cleanse.
Step 2 is washing it out.
Let's get some. Yeah, I don't get the ability block on here, unfortunately, but that's okay. Oh, that's what you get. You get what you get, and you don't throw a fit. We'll put a little bit of blind on you so you miss. Let's do a little bit of expose, get that protection down. Miss. Let's try and kill him. Got him killed. Now we just got a full auto for about 30 seconds. Got to put a bunch of debuffs over him.
Got to keep that unmasked down.
Yeah, and get that protection off is the problem. Once the protection's gone, then we'll be able to one-shot him. We're close. All right, we're close. We're almost there. We're getting there.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Oh, we got to get some debuffs on him. We need debuffs and buffs. Buffs on me and debuffs on him. Oh, there's only one. That's all right. We're going to try it. Let's see what happens. There we go. Sweet.
And we were worried.
Well, I knew I was going to win. I knew bugs could beat either one of them, but they're right. I don't have ability block, so I won't be able to ability block Boba Fett. And that was a possibility that Boba Fett would execute one of my bugs. They're Gear 11 bugs, and he's a Gear 12 bounty hunter. So, yeah.
Yep. This chat is interesting as always.
All right, well, so this is totally overpowered. This is like way too much power for this, but that's all right. I'm just glad I was able to create enough teams, but I just had to do underpowered. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's see how much damage I can do on this right now. Bam. Yep. Some bonus protection up.
Bonus protection's up. All right, fine.
Yeah, she's got retribution, and retribution, every time they hit her, she's going to shoot back and get more protection.
Thanks for helping to power things up, guys.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Ooh, that was quick.
Yeah. Well, hi, Bosk.
Bye, Bosk.
Oh, did I kick you in the face?
Yeah.
Oh, I got it.
Was that me? How'd your Beskar hold up to that? Actually, it's probably not Beskar. Oh, anyways, we won't get to that.
Oh, dang it. I want to dig. That's all right. 1 point loss. 1 point loss. One point.
Do something cool and they maybe kill him easily. Dang.
Yeah, Boba Fett execute. He did get it off, so. Durasteel. All right, well, we got the ships and we won. We officially won. That put us officially over the mark.
Yeah, see, I had to retract that quickly because learning more about Mandalorians now, I go, oh, well, I mean, Boba Fett technically is a clone of a I don't think he is a Mandalorian. I don't know. I should look more into that before I say anything. Foot in mouth.
Ooh. All right, tanks. Lots of tanks.
Denkar's wearing a diaper on his head. Well, that's because he's cracked for brains.
I don't need, well, for undersized squads, this counts. He wears Mandalorian armor, enough said. Oh man, Boba Fett people coming to his rescue.
A lot of Boba Fett fans out there. I'm one of them.
I know he's not a Mandalorian, but I think that he's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
All right, so we like to put this on a ship that has low tenacity and can't cleanse itself. So that's why we shot it on Sunfac. Plus Sunfac's going to be around for a minute. He's pretty tanky. And let's do some.
No, that's Ki Adimundi.
Let's go ahead and let's cleanse the breach off. And let's go ahead. Now I can take him out. And let's go. Let's go ahead. We're going to flood the field because they don't have the Millennium Falcon. We're just going to, let's put protection up. Get the assists. Cleanse. Get some damage up for everybody. My tank always dies. Yeah, my tank always dies.
Old Biggs ain't what he used to be.
Nope. I can blast through these pretty quick, though.
Yep, that's true. They are pushing the showing of the new Mandalorian episode back a little bit so that we were not...
Wednesday, tomorrow morning.
You know? Also because they claim there's going to be some tie-in of some kind of the movie, so we'll see what they come up with there. What will they pull out of their rear next? All I know is Mandalorian can keep on pulling out whatever it wants to, and it keeps on handing out gold like that.
Yep, they've done a good job on that show, for sure. Really good job on that show.
I feel like I'm watching Star Wars again. It's great. Yeah, sad there are only 2 more episodes in this season of The Mandalorian. We're getting more. Which also brings up the question, too. I know we're getting 8 episodes of Obi-Wan Kenobi, but are we going to get seasons out of that, or is it just going to be a little mini-series, 8 episodes? I guess we'll see how popular it becomes. And whether or not they get Sebastian Stan as Luke. I tell you, that houndstooth can really sit there and take it, can't it?
I know.
Oh, and then
right?
bonus protection, bonus protection, bonus protection.
That's probably like a relic. No, it's not relic.
Lightning
Interesting.
Bolt, lightning bolt, lightning bolt.
Oh, my turn.
That's an amazing mass attack. I lose at least 3 ships every time that happens. The Thrawn series would be good. I think that would be pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's...
The only thing bad to say about Thrawn is he was taken out by one of my second favorite Jedis, so, you know. He was an amazing tactician, but I guess it just goes to show you how much more badass Ezra is.
That was a terrible ship's fleet, but he had a bunch of Gear 12 characters, and most of my pilots I've taken to Gear 11, because for my fleet arena, Gear 11 is kind of where everybody's staging everything. So that was a little tougher than I expected, but that's all right, because he was not able to do a full clear. 2144, I kind of feel like that's a good score.
That's an odd question. How did I farm Jawa Engineer? Are you looking through my my roster right now? I think he was a Bronzium pack / he's in one of the stores too, isn't he? I don't remember exactly how I got him, but he was kind of an accident as well. 7-starred him for no good reason. I think he's still like Gear 7 or something like that, but it was by accident, wasn't on purpose. That's a good one, Danilo. Just like in the parody of Gautier song, the Mandalorian is the Star Wars that we used to know.
Please don't ever do that again.
Well, you didn't have to cut me off. Jeez, I tell you. Oh well, we'll make like it never happened, anyways.
All right, we got some Hoth Rebel battles. So we did it. We did it. Yeah, we did it. We did it. We did it. Yeah, we did it. All right.
Yeah, Ray Rock,
everybody wants to know what you look like without a beard, and someone even
for that.
Yeah, someone even paid for that.
Interesting story. There was the long beard first. Then there was a girl who decided that she wanted to reshape it better, and I let her. And then afterwards, I was like, "You turned it into a giant goatee, and I don't really like that." So I hacked the whole thing off and then started over again, which is what you see now. But before all that happened, there was a time in my life where it was easier, and I'm not a half bad looking guy. I look all right without the beard, so I figured I'd just go clean shave for a while. So I went ahead and shaved it all off and kept it that way for like 6 whole months, something like that. And this is the picture to prove that this is me without a beard, and it actually happens sometimes. So, yeah.
All right. So
if we're all ready for it, Chris Toy, hope you're in here. You paid specifically for this, so I hope you're going to get your money's worth here in a second.
Danilo Papayas. So I'm an idiot. I had no idea that live chat after the video went live, actually stayed with the video, because there's like regular chat and it doesn't transfer into regular chat.
Right.
Apparently it's imported onto the video or something.
You can watch the video and underneath there's a little button that says live chat. And you just click on that and you can see
anyway,
live chat. Although you can't scroll through it at will, you have to sit there and actually advance the video through to see all the chats.
Yeah, so I didn't know that existed. Danilo Papayas taught me that last Saturday on Jedi Academy. So that was freaking hilarious. But so yeah, let's go ahead and show everybody what you look like without a beard. So get real close, show them what you look like with a beard. Come on, show. Yep.
There it is. This is a side profile there for you. The neck beard's always atrocious. Yeah, there it is. There you have it, without a beard. It's kind of this would definitely be a mean mug picture. I was trying to find something that showed me smiling, but it gave you a good side profile there to see what it looks like without. And that's like it's usually as clean shaven as I'll get though. I'll even keep the soul patch. I'll keep my sideburns longer. There's always got to be some variation.
Soul patch.
Yeah.
Soul
I got a picture of me
patch.
with just the mustache, but I didn't like that so much, so I drew the soul patch in with it because combo.
Boom, boom, like a boss.
Yeah.
They paid for it.
Mm-hmm. You paid for it. Yeah.
Robert Arnold says, Jesus.
Like Ted Nugent.
Yeah, actually.
I like Ted Nugent's music. I don't always I agree with him in some ways politically, but he's kind of an idiot in other. I don't know. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you.
That's freaking hilarious, dude.
I always thought I was
Straight up
Ted
Ted Nugent, dude. We're paying for it
I
now.
look the other way. There is a slight scar from a car accident. Different story altogether, but...
We went through that story once, the one with the steel in your face.
Yeah, the facial reconstructive surgery and all
Facial
that fun
reconstructive
stuff.
surgery,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Speaking of story time. By the way, bring that over here. Get over here. I wanna show people that. Yeah. If you can get it over there.
I can help steady
Yay! That's my friend, Baby Yoda. But so no, my friend Kevin is an artist. He's done a lot of artwork for me personally. He's the one that built my little Scissorman guy. One of them. He's built a couple of different
Facebook profile picture.
Yeah, he did your Facebook profile picture, and he's done a lot for artistically for our channel and stuff. And so anyway, he's just over there just doodling away, just doodle, and that's what he threw together today. So that's pretty amazing. I'm like, you need to do a bunch of those and then just sell them. Like he needs to sell his art, while he's alive, not when he dies,
afterwards.
Right? So, but that's pretty awesome, huh?
No faking your death to make your stuff more famous. Sorry, it doesn't work that way.
I know.
It does, but it shouldn't.
He's been on the live stream before. Do you remember?
Yeah.
He was the floating head
Yeah,
we had in the basement at the other house.
He was the mullet with aviators and shorty shorts.
Yeah, you can come around. You can be the floating head.
It doesn't work.
You're like, nope. Okay, so for story time, I wanted to have a story for kind of being smart during Christmas time, during holidays. This is a story that comes out of when I was a cop. So of course it's another cop story. Let's get this out of here. Let's see if I can. Dang it, I'm having a difficult time moving stuff.
Did my scowl remain until the beard fully grew back?
All right.
Just for that picture, like I said, I was trying to find a better picture, but couldn't bring one out for you guys. Sorry.
All right, so story time. So this comes out of when I was law enforcement, and it's not a super awesome story, but it's
Not the most positive enough uplifting.
But it's a good story for everyone to hear, whether you're 5 years old or 55 years old, because during the holidays, people get happy, they want to go out, they want to have fun, they want to do some things that sometimes cause them to question their judgment and
to make bad decisions.
to make bad decisions. And so when I was law enforcement, I was actually a brand new rookie. And when you're a rookie, you're in what they call FTO. FTO is a field training program that new cops get assigned a field training officer who goes with you. Basically, they babysit you. They're your babysitter to make sure you don't violate anyone's rights, to make sure that you know what you're doing. I mean, you've gone through police academy, you know the law, you've been through, all of like FBI tactics, things like this, but you still have to have a babysitter to make sure like this guy doesn't do something he's not supposed to do. Mm-hmm. So that's where kind of like FTO comes in. All police departments have that. And so they assign you with someone. Some of them are 3 months, some are 6 months. I mean, every department is different. But I was in FTO, and I was a rookie. I was really new. And there was a bunch of officers that were new. There was 8 of us that were new. Mm-hmm. And when I started, and I've told a lot of you guys this, when I first started in the department, we had a rash in my, not like a rash, but like a rash of deaths, DUI-related deaths. In fact, I asked them, I said...
Did you say you had a plethora of deaths?
A plethora of deaths. Unfortunately, I said, is this normal? And they said it ebbs and flows. And unfortunately, it's in the flow state right now. We had like 8 that month alone. And we're in a small town. This is a very small town.
Relatively small town.
But we went to this DUI, and so this is the story that comes out of that. So first off, if you're kind of squeamish, you might want to be like, "Hey, warrior out!" Click.
You might
Goodbye.
Look away.
Click.
Oh, wait.
See you later. Keep your gaming on. Click. But there is a moral. Yeah, but there is a moral to the story. There always is a moral to the story, and so that's what we're gonna do.
Other than just straight blood and guts and gore.
Yeah. So brand new. Get a call. Go to the call. We find out. So this is what happened. The 2 guys, 2 buddies in college. Really awesome buddies. They grew up together in another state. Moved to our state, to Colorado together, best buddies, and they go to college here, go to the university here locally, and it's the holiday seasons, it's winter time, and they really want to celebrate Christmas together. So they go out, they're both 21, let me preface that, they're both 21, they're actually over 21. One was 21, one was 22, and they're at a local pub, local facility, local bar, whatever you want to call it. And they're having a good time, and they're doing everything normal. There's nothing to that part of the story that is, crazy. But so they're drinking, having a good time. But the owner of the vehicle, the younger guy, the 21-year-old, realizes that he's had too much to drink. Well, that's smart. That's a wise man.
Way to be self-aware.
Yep, way to be self-aware. Realizes that he's had too much to drink and that he needs to not drive home. Now, the bar that they were at we're a valley where we live. There's a huge valley, and there's like a bunch of towns connected that make up kind of one town. Kind of like Denver is connected to a bunch of other towns, and so Denver Metro is connected to, Littleton and Thornton and, Denver West. And so it's like a huge valley kind of. We're the same way. We're just way smaller.
Think land before time, but not quite as green.
So anyway, yeah, like a desert. Yeah. So they're on one side of the valley, and they have to go all the way to the other side of the valley. It's going to take them about 40 minutes on a highway going 80 miles an hour, or they can drive through town. And driving through town is going to take about an hour. And he's like, we should call a cab. And his buddy says, I think I'm all right. I think I'm fine. And his buddy, the 21-year-old says, you're not fine. You had as much to drink as me. We're the same size. You're drunk. I'm sure of it, just like me. And so he says, we've got to call a cab. And the guy says, no, I insist. I'm totally stone cold sober. And so I insist, let me drive. Well, the guy that was 21 was like, well, I don't want to get a DUI. So if you're going to be the idiot, then you get the DUI. So he went ahead and gave the keys to his 22-year-old buddy and let him drive. Okay. So they get in the car, and the 22-year-old gets in the driver's seat, and the 21-year-old gets in the passenger seat, and they're in a kind of like a Jeep Cherokee style SUV. And they're driving, and they decide to drive through town. Now that's your first clue as the passenger, as the owner, as the 21-year-old, that this guy lied to you, that he's not sober or sober enough, because he's driving through town that takes twice as long. And why would he do that? Well, to blend in. As law enforcement, we know a lot of times people drive drunk, and they try to blend in by driving with people to try to kind of, blend in.
Mask their swerves.
Yeah, when you're on the highway and you're the only car on the highway or one of few, it's really easy to see pattern driving. So anyway, they're trying to blend in, but they get all the way through town. They're on the other side of town now, and they're getting out of town. And unfortunately, it took 40 minutes to get to this point. And as he's driving, the light turns yellow from a distance. He decides to accelerate, and as he accelerates, he just kind of guns it, and he tries to go around a car to make the light because he just wants to get around the car to make the light. And as he goes around, he loses control of the car and he goes head on into the pole that holds the lights. And he goes right through the pole. And when I say through, I mean the pole that holds the lights went through the car.
Making one car into two.
Making his best friend, who was 21 years old, who was trying to do the right thing and not drink and drive, into two human beings, two half human beings. And cut his buddy in half on the pole, on the very pole that he hit. I arrived on scene, and another officer, Officer Horowitz, arrived on scene. And this was Officer Horowitz's first DUI crash ever. It was his first assigned DUI. He quit law enforcement after this crash. This was the call that got him to quit law enforcement.
First and last fatality.
Yeah, and so since I showed up as his back on scene, he said, "I can't." They were like, you have to grab his leg. We've got to collect his pieces, and he couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. So they said, "You need to go. You're done. You're no longer employed with us." And I had to take over as the primary on that. Now, the story's obviously super tragic. It's a super disgusting story. The 21-year-old who was trying to be responsible was inadvertently murdered by his drunk buddy, who basically lied to him and stuff. But there is a story to be learned from this. And the story that's to be learned from this, from everybody who's hearing the story, is don't be arrogant ever, especially when you're gambling with your best friend's lives. Mm-hmm. $15, $30, a credit card for $40, even if it was $80, that regret of spending a little bit of money up front will always feel better 10 years from now. It will never feel better when you have to live the rest of your life knowing that your poor decisions took the life of your best friend. Mm-hmm. They were lifetime best friends that came to this college together. And one bad decision one night during a holiday party ended his best friend's life because of a poor decision one night he made. So the decisions that we make a literal ripple into time for all eternity, really. And so all I can say is this holiday season, as you guys are going out and having fun, have fun. Be
responsibly.
Be responsible. Hang out with your friends, and if you see anyone, whether you know them or not, plead with them that they be responsible. Be understanding that they're potentially inebriated or under the influence. So take some accountability in that moment to say, I care enough about humanity, I care enough about you, I care enough about whatever, to step up and make sure that that story doesn't become a reality in my local town. Try to step up, try to step out, try to speak out, try to help, because situations like that are absolutely tragic. And it was all because he was being arrogant, because he had too much to drink, and he actually thought he was probably sober enough to drive, which is what a lot of people tell themselves. Another very, very, very crazy and scary statistic: the average person who gets a DUI will have driven drunk 86 times before they get their very first DUI. Think about that.
Jeez, and I thought learning my lesson after twice not driving when I shouldn't have was enough to get me to go, all right, not doing that again. 86 times.
Yep. So anyway, I'm not trying to be a downer, but it's the holidays. People are going to go out.
Just a little bit of prior planning means you can party hardy even more,
People are going to go
think
out.
about who's driving you home, how you're getting there, and you can enjoy the night more.
You know what? Even if it means crashing where you're at, or getting a ride, or paying that little extra money, or whatever it takes, even if you have to beg from a stranger because you have no money and you need to get home, whatever you got to do, man. Lives are more important than being arrogant in the moment.
And lots of local municipalities, too, on certain holidays will actually offer you rides home. So think about that, too.
Yep. So anyway, from a perspective of law enforcement and from the perspective of just humanity, it's a tough situation to see. It's an even tougher situation to have to notify the family of that 21-year-old and tell him that he was killed in his own vehicle in a DUI crash, and it was not because he was driving drunk. Rather, it was his best friend from his childhood that killed him. And his best friend gets to live with this for the rest of his life, and I feel terrible for him as well, because it was a moment of stupidity that he has to live with now forever. Well, anyway, on a higher note, Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year.
It's coming up quick.
Yeah, it's coming up quick. I mean, it's already the 17th. Christmas
It seems
is
like only yesterday I was getting after people for putting up decorations in November.
Christmas is literally next Wednesday. I'm off Tuesday and Wednesday, but that's Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I don't know if I am going to be doing a live stream on Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. I don't know. We may not. I don't know. We're going to see. I'm playing it by ear. No. I'm not going to say I am either. So we're going to play it by ear. So, but I am off on those 2 days, thank goodness.
Some time off, sometimes.
Yep. But I appreciate everybody coming on. I have to say, I think maybe I figured out the issues with the computer. I didn't see a single issue with lag.
Other than sound, we didn't have much glitch.
The only issue that we have is about halfway through your these wireless mics go crazy, and we have to disconnect and reconnect them, and I don't know why that is.
There's some kind of timeout thing going on there, I think.
I don't know why that is. I don't know why they go crazy and why they make that sound, and then we have to disconnect and reconnect it.
For as good as they're working now, it's worth working the bugs out. Otherwise, we'll just try something else.
Yep. But I appreciate you guys watching the 3v3. That was super fun. 3 versus 3 is a good time. I love it. I'm going to be doing more of this. I was going to do my main account and show you the chaos that is like 12 Relic Tier 7 teams that I have to face, but lo and behold, they didn't put any defenses out, so I didn't get to even play. A little bit relieved and a little bit irritated, kind of half and half. I didn't get to do anything, but then I was like,
also like the easy win.
So it's like, man, whatever. But appreciate you guys all being on here. Next live stream, like I said, we're gonna play it by ear. Maybe not Christmas Eve. We'll see, because this is Tuesday now. Tomorrow morning is the new Mandalorian. So if you have not seen the new Mandalorian, or if you're looking forward to it, definitely do it. Check it out, because it's tomorrow morning. And then we're gonna go see the movie. The three of us are going to go see the movie on Friday night. It comes out Thursday night. We're going to go see it Friday night. And then
so everybody go on Thursday night, so we have the theater to ourselves. Yeah. We kind of do anyways, but...
Yep. All right. Well, I appreciate you guys coming in, hanging out with us today. It was good times. Go ahead and head us out.
Definitely appreciate last week's donations to get me that the Hyperdrive pack. That was amazing. Still helping me out right now. So thanks a lot, guys. This was Sure Shot.
And this is Warrior, and I will be on Jedi Academy Ray Rock. Keep your gaming on. Warrior and Sure Shot. Out.